Hello friends, this is Dad. So is the Rakan Bug enthusiast. As you can see, these are all my Rakan bugs. I've noticed a pattern with these. Every single one of them is not just his regular knockup. It is his charm followed by the knockup. And that is when the knockup gets bugged out. And that is when we see these bugs that I've listed here as enemies using abilities through knockup and enemies using items through knockup. Every single time the charm precedes the knockup. So, I'm in a custom game here. My main computer, I have a laptop, so as you can see, there's League of Legends, right? I'm the Zillion on this one here. So, let's give this thing a shot. First, we're going to test out the item one, because I find this one to be more consistent. We're going to do the exact same spot, as you guys can see in this video here. Whoops-a-daisy, which one is it? I think this one here. As you can see, Zillion is in this exact spot. We charm him. Right? Properly change his seed, we knock him up, and as the story goes, he uses ult during our airborne, and then he lives. And then we, instead of killing Zillion and getting a free pick, 3 of us die, and then they pretty much just get to run over the entire game. That's a problem. Anyhow, we're trying to replicate it in the exact same spot. So I'm going to try to stay on top of him. And I'm going to put on quick cast for this to make this a little easier. So I can just R and then W and then use Zhonyas on here. See that shit? That's right. It's the alt in a knockup. And maybe it's the Z-axis thing, right? Because this is a bit of a Z-axis moment as you kind of approach from the river, which we can see this with Rakan visually, right? Ah, damn you, quick cast. We can see this with Rakan visually, right? See how it goes beyond the circle? It's because of the Z-axis changing it, right? Because ordinarily it goes like this. It doesn't go beyond this little circle. But with the Z-axis, it does change it. So maybe it's a Z-axis thing, right? So let's move our good pal Zillion. First I should recall and get him a little bit more health, I think. They buzz off, minion. Okay. Hold on. I'm just going to recall and get him a Spectre's Cowl, a bit more magic resistant, and we're going to teleport him right back here. And we're going to try and do it over here instead. We're going to do it over here, where it is flat ground. There's no Z-axis nonsense. And let's see if it's just a Z-axis thing, or if it's actually consistent. Anyhow, let me buy with Zillion. I'm going to get him a Spectre's Cowl, because we're hitting this poor guy so much. Not poor guy. Zillion can eat crap. We're going to get another Negatron Cloak. This should make this pretty good. And there we go. Okay, we're going to TP the Zillion back. We're going to move him on over. Mush, Zillion, mush. Mush time, bastard. There we go. We're going to set our little Zillion up right here. I'm going to just use a trackpad, so it's a little messy. And let's try this again. Right now, I'm just going to do it like this, because this is the easiest way to do it. I need Rakan to stay on top of him, and then we can RW. And let's see if Zillion can ult himself during this. Okay, that one did not work as well. But that is okay. And then now that we're aware that we need Rakan's ultimate a lot more, I should go back and get some more ability haste here. How much is this going to give me? +5? Yeah. It'll probably be worth it, though. Once we, like, fully stack it. Anyhow, let's get some more. Is there any mana ability haste so we can make most effectiveness of this thing? No, all items, ability haste, and mana. You! We need you! It's not enough. Anyhow, let's grab the armor here. Okay, we'll TP back ourselves. Now let's head back to our good friend Zillion here. Now that our ultimate's back up, let's give this thing another shot. Try to get as much ability haste as we possibly can to make this a little bit easier for us. And once again, let's try doing the Zhonyas then. Because we've already done that once in this clip, so we have our thing set up. R into W, and then I'm going to mash Zhonyas on Zillion here. See, the Zhonyas one, we can get every single time. We're seeing that's regardless of elevation, because we got it right here, and we've also gotten it right here. So it's not an elevation thing. That's just straight bug. But keep in mind, right, here's the interesting thing, is that we've tested this out where Rakan just knocks up and we match Zhonyas and it doesn't work. It's only when Rakan charms into knock-up, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I have a theory, perhaps, that it's not registering the knock-up as CC properly, but only when the charm is going first, because the charm only lasts like 1.25 seconds, right? And we obviously try to chain it. So then once the charm wears off, then the game for at least a little bit will think, okay, this person isn't CC'd because the charm just wore off. But in reality, if there's already a knockup going, that's just a theory. I really have no idea. But you'll see if I go for a whoops, stupid ass quick cast. If we go for a regular knockup here, I suppose we should, while waiting for his his Zhonyas, I should try the ultimate bug. That's the ability one. Okay. What's crazy about this is you guys can't see it on my laptop, but when I'm mashing the button on my laptop, a radius appears. You'll notice if Zillion bombs me that I cannot bring up my W radius like this thing at all. Like if Zillion bombs me here. Ugh. See, I'm actually pressing W. See how I can't bring up my circular radius to begin casting the ability? When I'm CCing Zillion, I'm looking at my laptop, you can see that he's bringing up the the radius of him using his ult, selecting the range of it, is being brought up. That's an issue. If I'm doing it properly, maybe it's just press Alt-R, because that just, like, self-casts. So once again, let's give this thing a shot. Thanking us for Zillion's tankiness with all these items. We're going to RW, and we're going to self-alt here. Whoops, my cursor was away. I'm a little bit of an amateur. My apologies, guys. A little bit of an amateur. Okay. Well, gotta wait for Rakan's thing. In the meantime, we might as well beat this guy up a little bit and get some extra stuff. Preferably let's use the Q. Try to get some extra ability haste here while I'm waiting for Rakan's ultimate. And we can always just TP Zillion back with some more items if we need to. But yeah, sorry, obviously this is like super just like me on my own with two computers. One of them's a laptop on a trackpad with like no FPS, you know, like a little unprofessional. So I appreciate you guys bearing with me on this. Okay, let's try this thing again. So cursor on top of Zillion, so the RW works. And let's try the Alt-R. So let's try ulting through Rakan's knockup or charm into the knockup. Because, right, once again, if you just try doing the knockup, we tried for a while just to do the regular knockup and then use Zillion's ult and Zhonyas, and it did not work. I have like an outtake video for that. But the charm and knockup works consistently. It's just the charm and knockup. Okay. You see that? It was pretty slim, but it was definitely in the knockup. Anyhow, let's reset both of these guys. Let's place down a ward so we can both TP back. We'll get Rakan a little more ability haste. Make our life a bit easier. And it's extra texture. And we're going to get Zillion a bunch of extra health here. Okay. There we go. Zillion should be nice and tanky. Plenty of health to go around. Let's TP him back, and let's grab this buckler here, and let's TP back ourselves. And let's keep testing. Okay. Let's get him into position. Down the laptop here. There we go. Pretty good. Okay, and let's try the self-alt on the Zillion again. Yeah, that one didn't work as well. That's okay. I'll try to keep this Force of Nature buff on him there so I can keep hitting him to get more Archangels. Like I said, I'm not a super well-versed bug person, so I'm just trying to figure this out as I go, and I'm just recording it. I'm hitting him a little too quick, apparently. There we go. Some extra mana. Because this should increase quite a bit once we upgrade this to Archangels. Okay. Rakan's ult is just about back. We've gotten the Zhonyas one several times, regardless of elevation, so I really want to see if I can get the Zilean self-ult again. Boom! There it is! Nice! See what I mean? Like, I'm not getting it every single time. Granted, I'm also, like I said, on a frickin' laptop trying to do two things at once, so the more people mash, the more consistent it seems that using it through Rakan's Charm and a knock-up. Because once again, let me use this regular knock-up here and mash Zhonyas on Zilean here. See? Doesn't work. Try it again. Doesn't work. Right? Let's try it one more time, right? Oops. Stupid ass quick cast. Try one more time. Right? Doesn't work. Right? Weird, right? Now let's try Rakan's ult in a knock-up, mashing Zhonyas. Weird. Weird, huh? Yeah. This is low priority. According to Riot Games, this is a low priority bug. Which, seemingly to me, after testing it for my very first time, has 100% replication. Like I said, there's a bit of user error because I'm trying to play on two damn computers at once. But it's just, so we figured out the bug. It's just the charm into knock-up. It's not just the knock-up. It's just charm into knock-up. And I don't know why it has that error. I've already kind of said my theory could be, there could be a theory that when the charm runs out and then the knock-up begins, that the game thinks that you're no longer actually CC'd. Because the charm ran out and therefore, okay, it's done. Even though it clearly the knock-up starts. That's probably a pretty crap theory. It's just a guess. But it would make a little more sense. So once again, I'm going to try and W. Whoops, you stupid quick cast. Sorry, I'm not used to that. Let's W. And let's try to self-ult on Zilean from Rakan. Can't do it. And now let's try the alternate W. And you can use it through the knock-up every single time. Every single time. So that is 2 bugs from my bug list that I have been able to replicate on my very first try. And Riot Games is a complete joke for letting a bug like this, that has cost us getting rank 1 in NA, sit in the game for over a year at this point. Wake up, Riot Games. Wakey, wakey. You have a video game to frickin' upkeep. I know you hate Rakan, but if I can do this in one take, and I can figure this out in one go, 2 of his most egregious game-breaking bugs, and I can replicate them perfectly, with user error even, then you guys are a complete joke. You need to wake up and do your jobs. This is not hard. I did this on my first try. You tell me, and I'm in a frickin' custom game with 2 computers. You guys have an actual system. I couldn't invite this guy to a practice tool, and this guy is me. Another account. So I had to go the long way around. I've been in this game for 53 minutes now, man. Trying to level these guys up to get to farm minions in mid lane for 20 minutes to get my ability haste, to get my items so I can do this. I think what's more interesting though is those aren't the only game-breaking bugs, right? We have these 2. We have these 2 game-breaking bugs now completely understood. It's just when it's a charm into knock-up. Which, unfortunately, is how Rakan is designed. He's designed to charm in a knock-up. But I guess that if you want to do that, they'll just straight up use abilities. So I guess that's just stupid, isn't it? Anyhow, that's 2 game-breaking bugs down. I don't think I'll be able to replicate this 3rd one, because it's only ever happened to me once. But still insane that it didn't interrupt a dash. This one I can replicate into practice tool and will be its own separate video. Number 5, 6, and 7, charm. Well, I'm going to see if I can do this here. I'm going to see if I can get Zilean to ult through Rakan's charm. I'm going to see if I can get him to Zhonyas through Rakan's charm. And I'm going to see if I can get him to flash through Rakan's charm. A little unfortunate because flash is quite a long cooldown. Once again, This would be easier if Riot would do it in their own sandbox, because I can't. Unless there's something I'm missing that I can just invite another person to a practice tool. But anyhow, let me teleport Zillion back here. Almost have enough for Frozen Heart, so eventually we'll go back and get that. But so we've been able to fully replicate 2 of them. We have shown that if we try to just use Rakan's regular knockup and then use Zillion's ult or Zhonyas, that it doesn't work. The regular knockup of Rakan actually functions correctly. Damn it. It actually functions properly. However, once you add the Charm into the mix, it no longer functions properly for reasons I do not understand. Anyway, we'll make a separate video for these other ones. I'm going to see if I can replicate them, but I need to go save my inhib, so I'll be back. But this is a big step. Justice for Rakan. Wake up, Riot Games. Wake up. Okay.